Hello, beautiful mamas. I am Kim with Mindful Mama Yoga. Today's practice is going to be short and sweet, and we're going to focus all on the lower body, okay? Hips, glutes, hamstrings. We're going to relieve all those aches and pains and tightness, okay? So let's get started on all fours here. Let's get right to it. So let's do a couple rounds of cat-cows just to warm up. So as you inhale, drop the belly, curl the tailbone, lift the chin, and then as you exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, press the earth away. Inhale to lift and arch. Exhale, tuck and round. Let's do a couple more rounds here. Find a little movement in the body, in the spine. And then come back to center. And let's make some large circles with this right knee. So imagine drawing large circles here with your right knee. Start to warm up the legs, warm up the hip joints, get that synovial fluid going. So it doesn't matter which direction you're going because we'll pause and then switch directions. Okay, then extend that right foot back. Go ahead and drop the toes down and press through that right heel so you get a big stretch onto the right calf. Soft bend in the elbows, really press through that right heel. Gaze is forward, head is in line with your spine. Remember to breathe here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then come back tabletop pose. Make those large circles with the left leg. So do a couple in one direction. Draw those large circles here. Warm up the hip. And then pause, switch direction. Okay, then kick that left leg back. Drop the toes down. Press through that left heel. Get a big stretch onto the left calf. Soft elbows. Gaze is forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, come back to tabletop. Walk your hands forward a bit. Tuck the toes under. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Bend into one knee and then the other. Shake out the hips. And walk your dog here. Find a little movement. Anything that feels good. Then begin to settle into stillness. Soft bend in the knees. You can bend your knees as much as you want, actually. But keep pressing your chest back towards your thighs. And then on an inhale, lift your right leg high. And then as you exhale, step to the outside of the right hand. Drop that left knee down. Let's come into lizard. So soft bend in your elbows. Make sure that the right knee is stacked over the right ankle. Just to keep knees nice and safe. If you can, if it's accessible, you can always come down to your elbows here. I'm going to stay on my palms. Since we're at the very beginning, and this is just a short practice, you may not want to go quite as deep. So take it easy here. But if you are on your elbows, let's meet back onto the palms so you can walk your foot to the center of your hands and just walk your hands up your right thigh. You can interlace them around that right thigh. Press your hips forward. So we get a big stretch here onto the left hip flexor. And then tuck the left toes under if you want a little extra support and stability. And we'll take one final deep breath in and deep breath out. Drop those palms down, shift the hips back, half splits. So you may need to slide this right foot up, this right leg up a little bit, just so that you can keep your left hip stacked over the left ankle. And then you can point the toes, flex the toes, find a little movement. Again, find what feels good. Okay, let's settle into stillness. And then as you inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And then as you exhale, sink a little deeper. Even if it's just a little tiny millimeter, find your depth, close your eyes, and take 2 breath cycles here. Okay, Rebend that knee, come back tabletop pose. And then let's do all that on the left side. So kick that left leg back. If you'd rather come into downward facing dog to come into your lizard, feel free. As you're ready, step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Keep that left knee stacked over the left ankle, because once the knee goes past the toes, that may put a little extra pressure on your knee, and we don't want that, right? Knees are very expensive, so let's try to keep them nice and safe. Soft elbows, or maybe you come down onto the forearms. You choose whatever feels best in your body right now in this moment. And then close your eyes, and let's hang out here 2 rounds of breath. Okay, if you're on your palms or down on your elbows, let's meet back onto the palms. Bring that foot to the center of your hand. Walk your hands up, interlace them around that left thigh. Press your hips forward. If you want, you can tuck the right toes under. This may add a little extra stability. Feel that big stretch onto the right hip flexor. Let's take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Then plant the palms. Shift back to your half split, straighten through that left leg. You can slide this heel forward just to keep your right hip stacked over the right knee. Point and flex the toe. If movement feels good, feel free. Or you can just hang out in stillness, okay? Remember, this is always your practice. So if something I say is just not jiving with you, then don't do it, right? Do what feels good. And then let's settle into stillness if you haven't already. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine forward. And then as you exhale, find your depth, even if it's just an extra little millimeter. Close your eyes. 2 deep breaths. And then rebend that left knee, come back tabletop pose. Take a few rounds of cat-cows here. One more downward facing dog just for good measure. Walk the hands forward a bit. Tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back. Feel free to find movement again. Bend into one knee and then the other. Or maybe you just hang out in stillness. Whatever feels best. We're here for 1 deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and drop to the knees. Let's come onto our bum for butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees just relax down towards the earth. Interlace the fingers around the toes. Find your sweet spot. So you may need to walk your heels out some, lessen the intensity, or you can walk your heels a little closer to your inner thighs. And then inhale to lift up, and then exhale to hinge forward. Take one final deep breath in. And deep breath out. And roll up if you had folded forward. Keep your left leg in, but extend the right leg out. So sole the left foot to the inner right thigh. Take an inhale to reach up. Then as you exhale, frame the right leg and fold it forward. So maybe you grab toes, your ankle, calf, doesn't matter, okay? Where you are is perfect today. Never forcing anything, never straining. Just allow the stretch to happen naturally, okay? Maybe you close your eyes. Focus on your breath in and out through the nose. Okay, lift back up to center. We'll just switch legs. Extend that left leg out. Sole the right foot, inner left thigh. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, frame the left leg. Fold it forward. Toes, ankle, calf, does not matter. Okay, slowly roll yourself back up to center. Let's come onto our back for a figure 4. So work into the hips and the glutes, this little muscle called your piriformis. So cross that right ankle on top of the left thigh. And you may want to stay right here. This may be enough for you. Or you can thread the needle and reach between the thighs and interlace your finger around your left thigh. Flex your right toes wherever you are. Again, that helps to stabilize the knee. If you're threading the needle, gently pull that left knee a little closer to your chest. Head and shoulders are down on the mat. Jaw is soft. Face is relaxed. And as you're ready, just unwind, switch sides, cross the left ankle on top of the right. Feel free to stay right here, flex the left toes back. Or if you did on the other side, interlace the fingers, thread the needle, gently pull the right knee a little closer to your chest. And this side may feel totally different than the other side. We always have, more than likely, we have a tighter and a looser side. So just notice and observe. Start to become aware of different sensations, how your body is. And come back to the breath. Full inhale, deep exhale. And unwind the legs. And let's end in Supta Baddha Konasana. Reclined butterfly. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees relax down towards the earth. Place your hands over your low belly and just feel yourself breathe. Let your body grow heavy. Let yourself surrender down. Release, relax, and soften. And let's take one final deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it out with an audible sigh. Bring your hands to the outsides of the thighs. Gently close the legs together. Roll off to one side. Use your top arm to press yourself up. Try to keep your eyes closed here, or just keep your eye gaze soft to the floor. Press your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head. Send yourself gratitude and appreciation for taking this little sliver out of your day to nourish your body, your mind, your soul. Have a wonderful rest of your day. From my heart to yours.